4, 3, 2, 1, action. Hi everyone, welcome to our live cooking show, Celestial Eats Cooking with the Gordons. I'm Denise.
And I'm Joseph.
And today we're going to go ahead and make some fabulous, we have a fabulous dish ready for you guys. It's going to be tasty and it's quick and it's easy. So today we're making pineapple plum chicken with cheesy cauli mash and asparagus. Right? It's really good and it's going to be good. And guess what? It's just in time for lunchtime and perhaps you'll have some leftovers for dinner. So let's get cooking.
Let's go.
All right.
All right. So I'm so excited right now. So we're gonna go ahead and we introduce our ingredients. We have our chicken. We have the asparagus. It's already lightly seasoned with salt and black pepper. Nothing extravagant. And then I have some green onions, some white onions, bell peppers, basil, olive oil, pinch of salt. I have some thyme and rosemary. All right. And so this sauce right here is a marinade that we make. It is actually the pineapple plum marinade. And so this is what's really going to bring out the yummy flavors in our chicken. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start throwing some stuff in here. I'm going to mix it up, toss it around, and get it going. Man, you should smell this basil. It smells so good.
Did we get the basil from our garden?
We actually got the basil from our potted basil plant, which you guys will probably end up seeing at some point, that sits in our kitchen.
Yeah, we grow a lot of our herbs in our garden, so it's just it's such a blessing to just be able to walk out on our patio and just get what you need to go in your kitchen.
Oh, this smells so good. I want to lick the jar.
So in case you're wondering what Joe just did, our marinade, this is our special marinade that we have put together. It's called the pineapple plum marinade. But of course you can improvise and use an alternate marinade of your choice.
Oh wow, that looks so good. Go ahead and get this grill going. Sit it down so it can heat up a little bit. Alright. Go ahead and give this a good stir. Oh my goodness, it smells so good in here. And so the chicken, in preparation for the process, it's cleaned, it's boneless, skinless. We remove the fat from the meat. We also did use a mallet to press it out and flatten it, because this is going to help with the cooking process. It's also going to basically let it be nice and consistent when it comes on to texture and flavor. So that's why we pressed it out. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like something you can already eat. And it's not even cooked yet. Okay? So, as our grill is heating up, we can start with the cauli mash.
So we already went ahead and got the water started for our cauli mash. I have the water going, and we have the cauliflower heads as I already cut it up and cleaned it and everything, washed it. So the pot is going, and while this is going, this is a good way to substitute your mashed potatoes. That's a great way to get your vegetables in. For those of us who aren't really good in getting all the vegetables that you need, well, this is a great way. And then, of course, you can add something that you really, really like to kind of make it more appetizing and, fulfilling, or something to look forward to. Because let's be honest, how many of us are really, really excited to eat our vegetables every single day? And my kids don't. So I find other ways to hide all the vegetables and everything that they eat, so that they are still getting their nutrients and the vitamins that they need, so that they can not just function or maintain a healthy lifestyle, but they'll be high functioning, right? That's what we want. We don't want to just be maintaining, right? So this is gonna get going, and where we have a lot of different. And so while we're waiting for the grill to get heated and for the cauli mash to come, to get going, I just wanted to share with you guys some of our sauces. We have, this is our original sauce that we have. It's called Joe's Original Sauce, and we have, and then this is our pineapple plum sauce that we have here. Of course, there are a variety of other sauces that we have available, and then we have our curated candles that are specially made just for celestial needs. So this is going, and so now we're going to get ready to head back over to the grill and see what Joe is doing, right? All right.
This thing is really hot. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and start placing our chicken on the grill. So right now I'm using the George Foreman grill, and I love the George Foreman grill. Gives a really good cook on your food. You can hear that sizzle, and it smells good already, and it hasn't already finished cooking it yet. You go ahead and place some of this chicken on here. And so what you want when you're doing the chicken, you want to make sure that you have it laid as flat, completely out as you can, because when you close the grill, you want it to have a good consistent cook all the way through, all the way across from top to bottom. Okay? So right now I have 6 pieces on here. We're a family of 5, so this should cover everyone for lunch. Go ahead and close that down. Did I hear all this wonderful goodness?
That sounds amazing.
It smells amazing too. And so usually the cook time on this, anywhere between 7 to 10 minutes, just bearing out how hot your grill is and how well you press your chicken.
Can I take a peek? I want to see. Can I see?
Just close it.
I want to take a peek. I'm excited. I can't wait for it to finish. It's one of my favorite quick meals.
There's a quick look, but it needs to close down and shut down for a few more minutes.
All right.
The process is just begun.
I'll let the cook do his thing.
Alright, so the cool thing about the George Foreman grill, and I'm not trying to promote the George Foreman grill, there's a little indicator that tells you when you kind of like reach a good cook temperature. So I kind of look for that cue, but periodically I check from time to time to make sure that it's good to go.
So why do you think? So I know you are the one that usually come up with the different sauces and the different flavors. Why pineapple plum?
Well,
And how did that even come out of the kitchen?
so this is actually your doing. So we're experimenting with different flavors and experimenting with different tastes, and and so the kids, they love pineapple. My son especially. Anytime we bring pineapples in the house, he gives everyone that side eye, like no one touch my stuff. This is my territory, my property, right? And then my wife, she loves plums, and for some reason, I think we're in the gardening phase, and we just started doing our gardening and experimenting with different products, different plants, and different crops, and we're like, I wonder what it would be like to have pineapple and plum in a sauce. And we tried it, and it actually tasted extremely well. And so it was like, you can practically practically put this over anything. You can put it over chicken. You can put it over fish. You could also just eat it as a side sauce. Like if you would, do salsa or ketchup or barbecue, you can even do it like that. And it serves as a marinade and doubles as a sauce.
Right. And plums are high in fiber. It's just really good. One of the things about eating healthy and trying to incorporate that lifestyle so it doesn't become strenuous or overwhelming is trying to um, add foods that you enjoy. It makes the transition a lot easier, and it gives you something to look forward to. Especially like for those of us who are trying to lose weight, for example. That can be challenging within itself, and then mentally and emotionally, it's even harder. So we try to implement foods that we enjoy, even some comfort foods that will help us to not just make that transition, but we want to maintain it. Like we want to be consistent, right? So we don't fall off, because that's some of the things that we struggle with, as people. We struggle with that consistency level. So we have to constantly try to find ways. And then you don't get bored. My daughter, my kids, they get bored very easily with food. So this is our lab, right? It's literally like a lab, and we're constantly trying to come up with ways to make it interesting. Like, oh wow, mom, this is good. Hey, dad, can you make that again? And when you have kids that are asking for you to make the same, something that you wouldn't typically make for yourself, that means you're onto something, right? You're onto something. And even as adults, if you would grab, like my youngest loves Brussels sprouts. He's 9. One 9-year-old you would know that loves Brussels sprouts, and he loves chard.
And he loves asparagus. And so
And he loves asparagus.
you can get children to really embrace vegetables, and look at food in a health sense more so as just, hey, this is boring, I don't like veggies, veggies are bad, but if they can learn to accept vegetables as fun, exciting, something that is going to help my growth and help, my development, this is always a plus. And then the flavor, when you can like put it into something and it's like really kicking, you've got a winner.
Oh yeah, awesome.
I'm gonna take a sneak peek at this.
So we're gonna take a look.
Chicken. Okay, it's still getting nice and ready. So it needs about 2 to 3 more minutes, and it should be good to go. But it looks so juicy. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me pop it all the way open so you can take a look. Oh my God, it smells so good.
Oh, that is amazing.
All right, so we're gonna shut it back down.
Let's let them take a look and see. You see all the seasons. You can see the peppers and everything. That's amazing.
All right, I do have to shut it back down so we can get this thing completed.
Okay. So I'm going to take a quick check at the cauliflower. All right. So we're making progress here, guys. Slowly. So the thing about cauli mash, cauliflower holds water um, just on its own. Period. So we don't want to overcook it, because we don't want it to be too mushy, and we don't want to, undercook it either, where it's too crunchy. So we want that really nice medium. So just about another, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes, and we'll be ready to get all of this into our food processor. So we can, and once it gets into the food processor, it won't be too long before we get to ready to go. And so let's just talk really quick on cauliflower for a quick second while we're waiting. I hear this from a lot of people where if they eat cauliflower or they eat broccoli, um, if they eat Brussels sprouts, stuff like that, cabbage, they tend to get a little bit of indigestion, or it makes them gassy, or some, just a little bit of GI discomfort. And so some of the tricks for that is it just depends on how you prepare it, the preparation process. So what I tend to do with my vegetables like this, I tend to kind of soak it a little bit in some lemon and vinegar to kind of help them break down a lot easier when I digest it. So that's just a little bit of tidbit health tip for you all who tend to have that problem, because I tend to have a little bit of discomfort when I eat cauliflower or anything in that family. It tends to kind of give me a little bit of discomfort, so I have to soak it a little bit for about an hour or two, maybe longer, just in a little bit of water with some vinegar and some lemons. And the same goes for things like beans. You want to do the same for that as well. So we're almost there. What is it looking like, Joseph, with the chicken?
Hey, let me take a look.
All right, so we're gonna switch back to Joe. Okay.
Okay, it's looking delicious over here. That's what it's looking like.
Oh, I like it. Look at that pretty color. That's beautiful.
It's looking really juicy.
That is beautiful.
Oh
I don't know about you guys, but I think I'm gonna have a fantastic lunch today. And I
I
can't
don't know
wait
if I'm gonna
to
share.
begin. Well, I figure let's see, it's enough pieces for all of us here at home.
I'm a
Make sure
grown
you
man.
make enough, okay?
I
Because
can
I
eat this by
promise you,
myself.
you're gonna eat it and then you're gonna realize, oh my gosh, I wish I had made more. So you want to make sure that you have enough. This, typically will serve for about, 2 to 4 people. Depends on how much chicken you decide that you want to use. Um, and stuff like that. But and the cool thing about this is if you have leftovers, this is amazing in like some chopped salad. Leftovers are always good. You can make another meal out of your leftovers. So that is
Absolutely.
always a really good thing. So I'm going to
Now we can take this off.
yeah. So you guys are going to hang out here with Joe, and I'm going to get ready for our cauli mash.
Yeah, so we're going ahead and take this off, and then we're gonna put some asparagus on the grill to get that going. And as I stated, the asparagus is already like seasoned. Let's attend to this beautiful, amazing chicken right now. I don't know if this is gonna make it to the plate. It might go right to my.
Your tummy?
Mm-hmm. So how many kids we have?
We have 3.
Okay, so
You're trying to see how you're going to ration this?
and like, do they all have to eat at the same time? Like,
Really?
oh wow, that looks so good. And so the cool thing is why I said that I lightly season the asparagus is because the asparagus is going to actually dive into these juices that we have right here, and it's going to dance in it.
So how do you like your asparagus? I love my asparagus crunchy.
Set that off to the side. Go ahead and pull these asparagus out, and I'm going to add them to this grill so they can join the party. Amen. Amen.
Oh.
There we go. And so the thing about asparagus is best to cook asparagus on high heat, high intense heat. Purposely for me, I don't like a soft, mushy asparagus. I still like it to have a firm body, still kind of like crunchy. We get that snap into it when we bite into it. Okay. Nobody wants a flimsy asparagus in their life. No, I don't. Okay, so we can sit that down, let it do its thing. But I cannot wait to eat this yummy, yummy chicken that we have right here. Wow. So we're getting ready over there with the cauli mash. So cauli mash. Oh my! I wish that you were able to taste this cauli mash. It is phenomenal. Um, and it's one of those things where, who gets excited about cauliflower? I know I didn't really eat a lot of cauliflower growing up. It was never really something of interest for me. But as I got a little more seasoned, a little bit more mature, I realized that some foods are very important and vital to you. and cauliflower is just having to be one of them. So we're setting the stage. You ready to go, sis?
I am ready.
Yay. All right, let's go do this cauli mash thing.
All right, so we are going to go ahead and put our cauli. It's ready to go into our food processor. So we're going to go ahead and put it in there. All right, so let me slide these things over here. And we're going to go ahead and just scoop these in here. So they're perfectly done. They're not mushy. And I'm a texture girl, so I don't like stuff that's too mushy. Even when I do regular baked potato, mashed potatoes, you know, there's a certain consistency that I really, really, really want to maintain in my mouth, you know. So that's what we're gonna do with that.
Alright, so these asparagus already.
Okay, and so we're gonna go ahead and add our broth. Add our broth, our parmesan, our onion, pork. This is dairy-free cheese, mozzarella. Okay, got that going in there. Let's put this in here really quick. My food processor is on. And we are going to get this thing going. So, pardon for the noise, but here we go. So remember I said that we don't want to over mash it. And so the consistent is perfect. Just perfect. Look at that. All right, so we're going to go back and switch over to Joe while I get ready to plate our cauli mash, okay? All right.
So what I did is the asparagus are all done, and I had like two more pieces of chicken left. I kind of felt bad for the kids a little bit. They need to eat, so I just went ahead and put the last two remaining piece on there. We're gonna let that cook down. But if you can take a nice gander at my asparagus, look how pretty that is. You still see the nice bright green on them. They haven't like gotten dark brown and mushed over. I'm pretty sure when we bite into this thing, it's going to snap back at us. So that's what we want. We want a snapping asparagus. Somebody say snapping asparagus.
Snapping asparagus. I like it. Yeah, I like my asparagus nice and crunchy.
Nice. So
All right, so I went ahead and plated our chicken.
You want to touch the pancake? Or you want me to?
I'll just set it on the side. Just like that. Just like that. Look at that, guys. Isn't that pretty? That is amazing. So listen, so we love sauces. We love sauces. Like we're a sauce family. And so this is amazing. This is pretty and all. But I think, it needs a little something. So I think I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more of our pineapple plum sauce right over it so we can drizzle it a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that really quick. Okay. And we're gonna taste this together.
Are you sure? I think I'm gonna taste this by myself.
Why would you want to do that?
It's not enough to share.
I think it's perfect. I think it's just right.
Okay, just this one time. I'll
I
be
think
nice.
it's just enough for us to really go on and really enjoy. So let's put this here so that we can go ahead and put a little bit of the sauce right here on top. Like that. Okay.
So I got first dibs.
Ah,
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm gonna take care of it. That's what I'm supposed to do, right? You want a small bite, big bite?
let's do a small bite.
Alright, small. You sure?
Yeah, I want to do a small bite.
Okay, we're gonna do a small bite. Look how tender that chicken is, not dry. So I'm gonna use my right hand. You want some asparagus too, right? That's what I'm gonna go ahead.
And we're almost running out of time. So let's go on ahead and get this in so I can try it.
You want pineapples in there too?
No,
Okay.
I'm good. I want to really enjoy my pineapple.
Come here, let me feed you. Come here.
All right, watch guys.
Let me put this knife outside on cooking.
All right. mm. Mm.
Good. Want to do like when we're married or we kiss and swap? No, we're not gonna do that. It's PG.
PG.
Kids can't see that. I'm sorry.
This is amazing, guys.
My turn. You want to try it, Erin?
Yes. So Erin will try this when she's finished. I'm sure she's going to devour this really, really well and really good. But it's so good, guys. I wish you guys were able to try it now. But listen, the recipe's up. Try it for yourself and send us a feedback. We want to know what you think and how you enjoyed it. And we want to hear your feedback on today's show. This is our first premiere of our cooking show. So...
Oh my goodness.
Oh, good.
I had an out-of-body experience.
Did you?
It's so good. Thank you, Jesus.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, meet us right back here on next Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Green onions and white onions are kind of my good.